So we all know here at the Fitting Bay, we do a bunch of head unit upgrades, CarPlay, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, you name it. And one of our most common inquiries is how can I get YouTube, Netflix, KO, all of those apps in my car? How much does a head unit cost? What's a head unit replacement look like? Do I need to get an Android unit? All of these questions. And a lot of cars are like this 2021 Kia Seltos. You do not need a head unit replacement, an Android unit, or a head unit upgrade at all. All you need is something like this. And I'll show you exactly how this works and what it can do in a car like this. So if we jump in, we have a lovely factory interior. The factory head unit in this car, it's not that bad. It's definitely not the best, but it's not too bad. It's got AM, FM radio, onboard navigation, digital radio, and it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via this USB port. So what we are going to do is utilize that factory CarPlay system and turn this into a completely new head unit. So the only prerequisite for this module is that when you plug in your phone, which I'll do now quickly. Okay, so we plug in our phone and we get Apple CarPlay. This is important because this module that we're looking at right here will only work if you've got factory CarPlay. So that's number one. Now we know we've got factory CarPlay, we can disconnect that and let's connect in the new module. So within the package box, there is instructions on how to use this, but I'm going to show you here as well. The Kia Seltos is perfect for this because once you actually plug the device in, there's a nice little storage cubby at the top there. So you can double side it down and then we're going to plug it in to the factory USB port, and then I'll set you guys up on a tripod and show you how this all works. Okay, so I've just plugged it in, and within a few seconds, once the car has registered that the device is there, it'll come up with the CarPlay symbol here, and then you can see the magic happen. So it's just read it right now. And as you see, here we go. We are now in a brand new operating system on the factory head unit. It's going to do a quick calibration and then it's going to reboot. I'll set you guys up on a tripod and show you how crazy this is. We are now in the new system. If we want to go back to the original, everything from the original side is right there. If we go to CarPlay, we will now have all of the new stuff. We can swipe over and you've got Google Play Store, Google Maps, YouTube, and CarPlay. So what that means is if we go Bluetooth, search this Car Smart system, we can actually pair our CarPlay through this module, which means you don't need to ever disconnect that module. You can run your CarPlay right through here, and it's wireless, so you don't have wired CarPlay anymore, you've got wireless. Give it a sec and it'll connect. Boom. So before we had CarPlay on the original screen, we still have CarPlay on the original screen, it's just running through this new module right now. If we go back, because this is not what we want YouTube. Look at that. You can get YouTube right up on this screen. The way that you'll get this to load is we're going to go back and you can either swipe down from the top, internet, press and hold, and we are now in Wi-Fi. So I'll turn my hotspot on. Then we will pair to it once we find it. Just put in your hotspot password that you've made on your phone. And then we are now connected to Nathan's phone. So we can go back. There's always this floating button, navigation button too, if you want to get out of it. Now we can go to YouTube and we can search YouTube. So let's go, we'll just play some Drake. I won't play it because we'll get a copyright, but just so you can see it all working. All right, so we've got Drake. All right, we'll just play whatever, doesn't matter. So you can hear sound works through the sound system. I can start the car. I can take the handbrake off. And look at this. It's all working. If I put the car in drive, it's all working. We're not losing anything here. You can watch this while you're driving. You should not, and we do not condone it. And we will have these modules set so that they do not play while you're driving, but you can change the settings so it plays while you're driving. That is totally up to you. We do not condone that. I do not like to see that, whatever, okay? Go to reverse factory camera. go back to park, straight back in. You can full screen it as well. So when you're watching YouTube, you've got full screen. This is great for, you know, if you're at a soccer game for the kids or something and you're sitting in the car, you've got access to YouTube. You can go back, we can close that. We can go home. Right, if you want to look at Google Maps, you can. If you want to go over, you've got YouTube Music, you can sign into Amazon Prime, you can sign into Netflix, and you can watch your Netflix. You can also sign in to the Play Store, which is Google Play Store. And when you do that, you can download even more apps. So unlimited movies, unlimited apps on this thing as well. So let's go there. We'll go home again. Hulu, Waze, Android Auto, all there, all working. If you do ambient lighting in a car, you can also set the ambient lighting as well. So if it's not this app, you can download another app. And that means if you've got aftermarket ambient lighting in the car, you can control it from this module as well. So it is pretty full on what you can do. And we didn't need to change a head unit. We didn't do anything like that. All we did was plug in a device into the factory USB port and have a look at what we've gotten access to. Absolutely insane, this. Through CarPlay, it did disconnect. The reason it disconnected is because I turned my hotspot on and connected to Wi-Fi. If you do that, it will get rid of your CarPlay because this is also using Wi-Fi. So think of it either CarPlay or hotspot, one or the other. The other beauty about this module is on the side here, you've got extra storage and a SIM card slot. So if you actually want to have CarPlay connected all the time and to be able to just go straight into YouTube and have that load, it won't load right now if we try something else, you just put a SIM card in it and then everything will work sort of as you want it to. If we go back, I did actually want to test a theory. If we go to make a call.
Your mailbox is full. You won't be able to receive any more messages until you delete some.
It's just going through the factory sound system. So you don't actually lose Bluetooth quality here for something like this. I'm going to call my fitter and we'll see how it sounds. Hey, how's the Bluetooth sound in this?
Bluetooth sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. Normal.
Okay, good. Okay. So we had a bit of a work call as well as testing the Bluetooth, but he said that the Bluetooth sounded normal because this is the Bluetooth in this car that's always basically the same. So we can go to Spotify, we can go here, we can go here. There is a very slight delay, as you see here. It's not as fast as if I was to just plug my phone in through cable, but we are using CarPlay wireless. So even on I've got a BMW that I drive around in, that's got wireless CarPlay. I deal with the same thing. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. That's just wireless CarPlay for you. Not a big deal in the scheme of things. I mean, we've now got wireless CarPlay and we can go straight to YouTube. So, you know, what's the big deal? See how fast? Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's a little bit slower. So we've got music. Right. How good is that? So you can go home, we can go press this little thing, get out of there, and then press home here, go to YouTube, watch YouTube, right, whatever you want. How good is that? There is so much that you can do on this system. It's crazy. Split screen. Look at this. You can split screen different apps. From ambient lighting to streaming services to, I don't even know. Let me know in the comments if you've done anything crazy with something like this, because I'm sure there's so much more than we're thinking about. But that is pretty much it, guys. That is how you can get YouTube and Netflix and all this crazy stuff on HBO Max on your head unit without having to change it to an Android screen. Now, I figured the very last test we should try and do is turn the car off, let everything go to sleep. So it's been off for about 2 minutes now. Let's start the car and see what happens. Okay, it definitely will not boot up that fast. So it didn't sort of turn off. Let's give it a little longer and try again. All right, we jump in, turn the car on. First thing you will get is obviously the car beeping its head off and then the original Kia screen. So once it reads the USB, this is sort of how long you can expect it to take to boot up. So we've just read USB now, so it's been about, 10 seconds? and then the unit boots up, brings up the Android system. Perfect. Okay, we're in. I want to see now, do we need to go and open the CarPlay app, or will it open it automatically? And we can also set it. So if we do need to open it up, there we go. It's easy enough to do. So I'm just going to press it now. Yeah, so when I open the app, I notice this start cycling after the app was pressed. So it looks like you might need to actually pair the phone, turn the car on and then press CarPlay, get into the CarPlay system, and then it will pair to your phone. I was just looking at some settings on my phone to see if I could get this to automatically boot up, and I'm sure you can. It looks like there'll definitely be a way to do it, but at worst case scenario, when you do get in the car, you'll just have to go in, press CarPlay, let it load up, and then you're into CarPlay. Not the end of the world. When you plug your phone in on the OEM system, you've usually got to do the same thing anyway. So no big deal, but there it is. That is the system, guys. Let me know what you think. Guys, that is how simple and easy it is to get YouTube, Netflix, and basically whatever app you want on your car screen. All you need to do is make sure your car has factory CarPlay, wired or wireless. If it's wireless, it's a different module, but basically the same thing. You'll just have to pair it to the Bluetooth instead of plugging it in. But wired CarPlay, if you've got wired CarPlay, you can plug that thing in and off you go. It will work with any car with wired or wireless CarPlay. If you want to pick up that exact module, the 128 gigabyte version, first link in the description, take you to the website where you can go and pick one up. And that is pretty much it. It's a short video today, but if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.